Going back to cinema and stuff, and we're going to talk about Scream Six. Sean, you're the only one who's seen it, and so
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand over to you to watch this while I
Okay.
go check that a child is still breathing.
Okay. Sure. Okay.
Well,
Well,
I'll tell you
Scream. Yeah.
before you start, Shawnee, I have only seen the first two Screams, so I'm about four Screams out.
Sharon, I'm exactly the same, mate. I haven't seen. I just thought, well, it was the timing was absolutely perfect to go and see it. So it was like finish work, go there. I thought I'd see it so that we've got. Also, I did it so that we perhaps might have something to
Yeah.
talk about today. So
So
no,
this
I
is
know
Scream
nothing.
6. Okay, so is it still the same characters from all, or is it different characters this time?
I think. Well, I don't really know, to be honest with you. I thought this would be our standalone, but yeah, there are some characters from the first one. There's the girl who used to be in Friends. Can't remember her name.
Courtney
Courtney
Cox.
Cox. Yeah, that's it. So she turns up. She's looking a bit the best for wear, shall we say? And there's another one. So I don't really know from the other ones, but it's so I'm not really sure. But as a slasher film, it starts off basically with you got this ghost face. Everybody knows Ghostface, you know the thing. And
Yeah.
there's this person gets killed, and then the person that killed this person gets killed, and then everything. So it's
Are they still constructed in the same way? Because you normally have like the pre-titles bit where you have like almost like a film on its own, isn't it? You've got that little bit at the beginning.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
it. That's like the first one.
and then you have like this murder at the beginning, and
You
then
sound like you know more about this than me. Yeah,
Well,
no,
I'm
that's
just,
it. Yeah,
you know,
that's it. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Exactly. That's what happens. That's what happens. So it goes like that murder at the start, and then it goes, you know, the scream,
Scream.
and
Yeah. Well.
and then it so then you've got that, and this family that was obviously in one of the previous ones, all this girl and her sister, this older girl and the sister that were obviously mixed up in the
Yeah,
and
they got introduced in the last one.
they got introduced in the last one, which
Did
I
you
haven't
see the
seen.
last
So
one, Toes?
I did see the last one, yes.
Okay.
Which was
okay,
called,
so you yeah, go on. So you anyway, those people from the last one, they sort of all got together, and things happen, and it just basically goes that there's a phone call, and they're all after, there's an incident at a party where the older sister's really protective of the younger sister, and you got to let me go sometimes. You got to let me go sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, anyway, and then so it just goes, and then there's a girl that turns up with she's in the FBI now. That one of them that had got stabbed but had survived and everything. Well, I could just leave it after there. So let's just say it's just a slasher pick. Now,
Yeah.
for me, it's just that, and it ends up with people that were from before and people that you don't think are people and people, which I thought was obvious straight from the start. There's someone, and I thought, yeah, okay, that's like, and then you think, oh, maybe not, and then okay, and blah blah blah. The thing that I find hard with this, actually, I did make a few notes because I would be that I don't know enough about the film, so
Okay.
but
Can
there's one bit there's one bit where. Well, I just couldn't understand. Well, no, it's more than once, about 4 times, where they've got a gun, you've got the killer, and they go, "Hey, you!" And of course, the killer runs away, and I'm like, why would you shout, "Hey, you"? Why would you not just shoot them? For God's sake, why go, "Hey, you"? And they look,
Give
and they
them time
look,
to run
and
away.
then it's, and they run off, and they never get shot, And then it happens again, shotgun, "Hey, you!" Oh, hi. So, and I said this to my mate, and my mate put it that he said, it follows tropes, and this was exactly how it was put. This is not, but there is a certain way that slasher movies go, certain slasher movies with a subtext, and you either they should know what is going to happen, so then knowingly with the, I don't know. Anyway, but put it that way, but it's apparently it's all to do with slasher movies, like they talk about slasher movies. And
From what I remember of the first Scream, Shawnee, there's one of the characters is sort of self-aware. They say, well, these are the rules of the horror films, and
that's it. Then there was a character. There was a character in this that says you should be. Oh, you're the preppy, nerdy sort of one. So nobody expects because you're
they were
just too
always
nice.
self-aware, weren't they? They would always
that would be
self-aware.
that would be a female twin, right, Sean?
Yes, yeah.
The female twin would have been the one, yeah.
So it's yeah, and it's like, oh yeah, this one, so he could be, that could be, that could be, that could be. I mean, as I say, I'm not invested in the Scream franchise. I should imagine they'd really, really appeal to younger people who are. I mean, what are they? 80s, 90s? When did the first one come out? I don't even know.
No, it was 90s. The first one was
90s, yeah.
The first one was about 96, 97, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, and there's like the scene, obviously, like the Halloweeny type thing. So you've got a train load of different masks, with about 20 ghost face. Yeah, lots of ghosts. I think there's those bits in the trailer. So, it's got your dread, it's got your scenes, it's got your people that you think possibly maybe could be. Is this the ghost face? Is that the ghost face? Are they the ghost faces? So it's all. And this is another thing. This is another thing that I came back to when we were talking about the 65. Is I cannot believe the punishment that these people take and manage to get up and carry on fighting. It's like it's like being disemboweled and your head shot off, and then you can suddenly miraculously, just as something's happening, jump up and save the day. And it's like, what? You've just been disemboweled. Surely. So you're holding in all your guts and So yeah,
still fighting off a serial killer.
Yeah. So. I can see the appeal of it. I can see it might be fun for people that are invested in the franchise. So yeah, I mean, it was quite bloody. I don't know if the others are, but this was quite bloody. With, like, as I say, brains and things and what have you. So, but on the whole, not being invested in the others and knowing the characters probably didn't help too much. But I mean, it was okay. It was what I was expecting. As I say, it had some silly bits, but it allowed that for the sort of film it was. It was,
so how many stars would you give it?
3 stars.
3 stars.
I give it 3 stars.
Yeah, because the thing with Scream movies is that Scream movies have always been. Can we stop that? Stop that. Okay. Sorry, daughter. So the thing with Scream movies is that they've always been, as Sharon says, they've always been self-aware, and they've always been almost sort of satirical. So the whole idea of the Scream movie is like the first Scream was laughing about slasher movies, and was talking about the fact that these things happen in slasher movies, like don't have sex, because if you have, because you it's like only non-virgins die. Like, virgins don't die. And it made fun of that.
Running up the stairs when you should be running out the door. That's
exactly that kind of thing.
Yeah.
The second Scream film was a sequel, and it was making fun about sequels throughout the whole film. It was saying, okay, we're in a sequel, therefore this is going to happen. Third film was a trilogy. Like, okay, this is a trilogy. The reboot, the last Scream movie was like, okay, this is like, a legacy sequel, because this happens many years ago. So what we're going to expect is we're going to expect that there's going to be some characters from the first one that are going to come back. And now this one is a sequel to a reboot. So they're probably going to be doing some clever wink, nudge stuff throughout the whole film. And the clever wink, nudge thing, I remember watching Scream 2 in a cinema. And there's a bit where they're talking about the best sequels of all time, and they mentioned The Godfather 2. And right before they said The Godfather 2, I think I'd said The Godfather 2. So one of my friends, Dan, remembers watching the film with me, and he goes like, "Oh yeah, you just loved it when they mentioned that Godfather 2 bit." And I was like, "Yeah, as a film buff, I kind of did love it." And so I imagine that there's going to be some clever wink, nudge stuff in this, but I couldn't get past the fact that, okay, but let's remember it's a slasher movie, and as I've grown older, I cannot hack that anymore.
Yeah.
Why are we killing people, and why is that entertainment? I just can't get my head around it. So I don't think I'll be watching Scream 6.
I mean, I'm not as I say, I haven't seen the others, and I won't be in any hurry to watch the ones before. So I probably won't bother to watch 4, 5, 6, whatever.
I think if you're into slasher movies, the Scream movies are cool because they make fun of all the things you know are stupid about slasher movies.
Right.
Like what you said about like for instance, the first Halloween, it puts Mike Myers forward as a man. But then as they go on, he seems to become this supernatural entity that you can't kill. It's like, why, if he is just a man, Why is it that when you shoot him, he doesn't die or anything like that? And there's a bit even in the last Scream movie where they talk about, don't shoot him in the chest, shoot him in the head, shoot him in the head. Because obviously it's
my sentiments exactly.
Because obviously in slasher movies, they never actually shoot them in the head. And there's a bit...
And they always get up afterwards.
They always get up after, and there's a very specific bit in the last where somebody goes, "No, shoot him in the head. I've got to shoot him in the head." That kind of stuff. So yeah. Anyway, that's 3 stars for Scream 6.